Everyone carries weight, a heavy weight on their mind that carries onto the rest of their body, seemingly dragging it closer to the earth with a slouched back and a hung head. For some, the weight isn't too much for them to handle. They can carry it with grace and manage it in a healthy way to be able to live their lives effectively. Others aren't so lucky, and that weight becomes a disease that destroys them from the inside out. That disease grows and grows until it becomes the unwilling companion known as depression. Some are genetically predispositioned for it. Others inadvertently find it through a difficult lifetime. No one can really understand how it's affecting you, even those who share your illness. Any attempt from others to help just increases its hold, as it makes you feel isolated and alone. The greater the depression gets, the more you isolate yourself. The more you isolate yourself, the more hopeless things tend to become, as everything that once brought joy slowly loses its meaning. Everyone that tries to help you seems to leave out of frustration one by one. It's at this moment of despair when the unthinkable becomes an increasingly tempting prospect. To end it. To finally lose yourself in the recesses of eternity. Suicide is an incredibly difficult subject to tackle in any capacity. It makes us uneasy, uncomfortable. We don't really know what to say or how to say it to someone to which that idea clouds their mind and judgment. We instinctively want to use the right words in the right sequence to convince them that suicide is not the answer, that there's always a better way. And people that ultimately try, or worse yet succeed, never actually want to do it. But they're lost. And to them it's the only way out. To them, it wouldn't matter if they went through with it or not. Nobody would care one way or the other. If we're lucky, we can reach them just in time and convince them that love and compassion can still be found. Sadly, that can be easier said than done. Comics are certainly no stranger with trying to address the issue of suicide, with characters like Superman, Mr. Fantastic, or even Deadpool all having their moments to prevent suicidal people from jumping. But it's very rarely explored beyond skin deep. The build-up is rarely given the attention it deserves, or the complete depression that often precedes it. Even rarer still is the superhero themselves facing their own battles with suicidal ideation. While we've seen plenty of superheroes saving people who have lost all hope in the world, it's not enough we see them as the ones that need saving. That is, until Magdalene Visaggio's Eternity Girl. I hope I said that right. Eternity Girl is a story published in 2018 from DC's Young Animal line, which was made to tell more wild and experimental stories about lesser-known or entirely new DC characters. As such, the book is very unusual in its presentation, filled with visually stunning yet bizarre imagery. The book also relies heavily on meta-narrative devices meant to discuss and dissect the nature of comic continuity, relaunches, and reimaginings. It's all very Grant Morrison-y, but a bit more comprehensible in my opinion. Yes, I said it, don't at me. With heavy use of unpredictable plot elements and metaphors to tell its story. And one thing I do want to address right off the bat is that there's also a larger transgender narrative at play in the story, but as I am a cis white male, I don't personally feel like I'm in a position where I can discuss the topic with the proper understanding and care that it deserves. While I do believe it is a topic worth exploring in great depth of positivity and praise, I lack the expertise to dissect it properly and would fear being disrespectful in any way to my transgender viewers, friends, or any members of the LGBTQ+ community. As such, it is not a topic we will go into directly today. But okay, that's all great. But what is the story actually about? Well, Eternity Girl is about a woman named Caroline Sharp. According to the book's prologue, she was a comic book character created in the 1950s as a member of the superhero team called Alpha 13. But after stopping a magical bomb created by the evil Madame Atom, a villain designed to mimic the atomic nature of the Cold War era, she became horribly misshapen and given control over every atom in her body. She became known as the Formless Girl, later to be renamed Chrysalis. From there, the book discusses various relaunches and reinterpretations, while also highlighting the rivalry between the Formless Girl and Madame Atom, each managing to kill the other on at least one occasion. While surprisingly convincing, the background here is entirely fabricated for the book, the purpose of which is to establish a relationship between Caroline and Madame Atom, but more importantly, makes the reader see Caroline as someone they should have noticed but didn't.